Yeah, hello YouTube! This is episode 10. We finally hit the double digits of the fan service podcast where we discuss anime while doing art and maybe discussing art. And I'm Feather-in, and my co-host,
And I'm
Shinra.
Shinra. Yeah, we talk about anime, but half the time is we start on anime and somehow go into a rant on something that we both disagree on.
No, there is no confusion. Everything is fine. We just started. This is the beginning. This is the beginning.
This podcast is filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Live. Hey, where's my laugh track?
Ha 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 ha. Aww.
We'll be next live recording. We'll bring in.
Yes, live studio. Yeah, we'll just have a soundboard or just things to click. One day we'll do a live podcast at some con one.
At a convention. Yeah, we're so funny. We're gonna have people laughing. Wow.
I mean, I'm funny.
Or clap.
I know that.
Clap.
I know
Clap.
I'm funny.
Pachi pachi.
So we haven't been live in about 2 weeks, I believe, because the last podcast, episode 9, was a YouTube exclusive. We just filmed that off air. So I haven't been live in, what 2 weeks? Things have happened in those 2 weeks.
Things have happened.
What has happened? What life-changing events have happened to you in these 2 weeks?
Life-changing. I mean, I did get older.
You did?
One of the reasons that we weren't live for 2 weeks, even though that's normal. Technically, this is the 3rd week from when we were live, isn't it? In that case? So, yeah.
I believe so, yes.
I don't know. Time goes so fast. But yeah, it was my birthday,
yeah,
and I did things. But of course, right before that, Shinra had to do things. So our schedules, did the opposite of not even overlapping. It was just back to back.
Yeah. Like, I traveled to Florida to see my girlfriend because it's been a bit, and that was fun.
Mm-hmm.
That was a grand old time. We drove from Tampa to Orlando. Her first time driving, like, that long of a distance, and her 2002 Toyota Corolla, which is 100% a hoopty. The car, when driving on a road at 80 miles an hour, would drift to the left a little bit. It was great. It's a good old time. The music stations were horrendous. There was only so many. There's only so many channels we can listen to because they will play the same damn song 45 times. It was so annoying. But I had a grand old time. I hate Florida heat. I forgot how much I hate Florida heat.
Yeah, the pictures were cute from the trip. I just saw on Twitter some of your selfies.
Thank
What was your favorite park that you guys went to? Because, I grew up in Florida.
It's either Epcot or Magic Kingdom. Those are my.
I know all the stuff.
Yeah, Magic Kingdom was nice. The rides were cool. Epcot. I liked Epcot. Go ahead.
No, you didn't go to Animal Kingdom, did you?
No, we went to Animal Kingdom also.
That one's kind of okay.
Yeah, it's nothing really happening there right now because, Animal Kingdom is mostly shows and, seeing animals and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But because of, COVID and people, trying to stay safe and, I say if you're going to be in an amusement park, but...
Yeah, Was it busy?
Yeah, no. I mean, there was a limited amount of people that was able to go. So it wasn't as busy as it could be. Everyone was pretty, everyone wore their masks. Everyone stood 6 feet. So at least that was fine.
Were the Floridians behaving?
Surprisingly, yes. Because I guess not a lot of them are Floridians. Most of them
Yeah.
are. So
No, actually, so that's the thing, though. For all the, spring break drama, most of those people are from out of state that did all that stuff. So it's it's a double-edged sword. I just feel like that's how it is everywhere. You have the people that are cautious and care about other people, and then you have the selfish people who just want to do whatever they want in every state.
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously in different proportions.
Yeah. So, but everyone was. It was nice. It was just way too fucking hot, and I hated every second of it.
Oh yeah,
It was like 90. It was like 90 degrees, and I was literally
yeah,
dying.
but it's 90 degrees here, and I'm in North California. Not today,
Yeah.
but this week, and I'm just like, why? Why did I thought I moved here to escape it, but honestly, it's only if you're in like San Francisco or on near the bay.
Yeah, I don't know. So that was fine. Our hotel was nice too.
Yeah.
We because my uncle has a timeshare, like one of the Westgate resorts. So we just had like a Westgate resort room, like a timeshare room, which is like for 8 people, but we got it for $300 for an entire week. And there's 2 rooms. So it was a full apartment, full kitchen, hot tub, like jacuzzi in the room. So it was nice, just us 2. We recorded a video because after we got home from every park, we just got a jacuzzi and just sat there. So we thought it would be a fun idea to drop like bubble bath in it. Like not bubble bath, we dropped like soap in it, and because of the jets, we basically just were in a mountain of bubbles. We were just getting attacked by bubbles the entire time.
Sounds dangerous.
It was a fun time. I was like, this is everyone's dream when you're doing when people like, you know, when you're a kid and you want like to do bubble bath stuff.
I don't know. I love baths. I take a lot of baths, so I've had a lot of bubble baths.
Yeah, I don't really have baths.
I wish that the tubs in America were just like the tubs in Japan. Where they're like nice and big and roomy. They're usually like deep instead of just like long and kind of shallow.
Yeah.
They're more comfy, and I mean they're just built because they have a lot of baths versus showers, whereas here we mostly shower.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that was fun. I mean, travel was not bad either. I hate planes though. Fuck planes.
How was that? Speaking of planes and trips, so me and my friends, we wanted to plan like a trip to Japan because tickets are like relatively cheap if you buy them in advance because nobody knows if Japan's even going to open its borders. But they just, like, until the end of April this year, they had given like guarantees like, oh, you can refund your tickets if like the country doesn't open up.
Yeah.
They ended that at the end of April.
Okay.
Which is like, meanwhile, Japan still has no signs of opening up even for the Olympics. So it's like, you don't want to gamble and buy tickets.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you should be really traveling that far anyways, to be far.
In a year from now, though?
I mean, in a year from now, who knows?
Because that's what it was. It was for next March.
We really gotta see how, like...
But I don't trust that they're... Like, I feel like if Japan opens its borders for tourism, not only would it be limited, but I think that they'll open for, like, a month, and then they'll be like, I think it would be a better idea for us to close again.
Probably.
Because that's how they kind of are. In general. But yeah, I just like did kind of a staycation. Just went around and did some things. I went to some nice restaurants and bakeries.
Nice.
For my birthday mostly. My favorite was I ate at like our farm restaurant. Got that farm fresh. It was like I had them shokugeki reactions.
Oh yeah.
It's
kind of lewd, honestly.
Okay, not too
You're the one
lewd.
who-
Like
you're
more
the
of the
one-
ones.
You're the one
Not
who
all of
mentioned
them
sober.
are lewd.
Yeah, they were.
No, I'll show you later ones that aren't lewd. Like they just like have like these weird like imagination moments. It's like they're having a dream and they're in like a field of flowers and there are no clothes being lost. Okay.
I don't know. They always start off that way, and then it gets lewd, feather.
Okay, then fine. They're Yakitate Japan reactions.
You were just
You
Rengoku.
know what that
You were
is?
just Rengoku in the train. Umai. Every time.
Umai.
Umai.
Imagine saying only that for like a minute straight.
Oh yeah, we also saw that movie. I forgot about it.
Yeah,
honestly.
so that I saw last week. I saw the Mugen Train Demon Slayer movie in theaters. I never thought I'd see a real anime movie in a theater in America. Like, and I say that when other movies have come out. Like, Your Name came out in America, right?
I mean, I believe
Like
so.
in theaters?
I believe so. I mean, most movies do tend to come out in theaters now, like that are big anime movies. They're just like
Well,
limited release.
The only, limited. This one was pretty unlimited.
Blade
like-
Works.
Huh?
You sound-
Relatable to UFO Table too. 'Cause anyways, no, because like I never in my life have seen like an anime showing that had like so many showings at so many, like I didn't even have to like look for more than the theater close to my home.
Really?
Yeah, it was the close, like all of the ones around me had it, and then the one near me had like 15 showings in one day. And that was a week after it came out. And I'm like,
I think-
wow.
That's what happens when it's like, I think, most highest grossing film in Japan for a bit.
Yeah, they
so-
were smart with the release here. Surprisingly.
How'd you feel about the movie?
I really liked it.
I liked the ending. The entire middle part, I was just like, it's whatever.
I would say that the middle part had its good moments. In between, I'd say I really enjoyed like the actual like the dreams between the characters. But the actual like evil boss guy was pretty lame. Like he was relentless.
Uh-huh.
Sure, like that part is kind of like commendable. But he was, I mean,
It's just
I don't know, the
Sigmascape,
villains-
bro. What do you mean?
huh?
I said it's just Sigmascape.
I wish.
I mean, you are fighting
I
a
think
train.
the CG was a little overwhelming in an underwhelming way for the tentacles and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was just it wasn't aesthetic, but that's the point. But I don't want to get too into the details. There's a lot of good moments. Tanjiro's great. Rengoku's great. A certain character is extremely useless.
Dude, Zainsu?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's his whole character. He's useless.
Nothing but. Like, imagine, like, your most useful moment being when you're unconscious
He was simping, bro. What do you expect?
in his sleep. Also, I'm drawing pen.
I can't draw today. I don't know why. I don't know what's... My
Just
body's
keep
rejecting
going.
art.
Yeah,
Hiss.
so Shinra's had a minute of not doing any art. I assume.
Yeah, I haven't...
Is
I haven't
this
drawn since the
your-
last podcast.
Is this your excuse for drawing, like, the podcast?
Pretty much, yeah. I was doing it, like, before we left, because I was getting into, like, coloring a lot more. So I was drawing a lot more, but then I left, and I had, like, the most relaxing time in a while since I was with Liz. And I was like, oh, okay. Well then, and then I just haven't. Because any time that when I was over there, because she had her iPad, I could have drawn on her iPad, but I was just relaxing and enjoying the company of my companion.
I'd say I haven't been drawing as much, but I have definitely been drawing. I have so many things I'm working on. I just gotta get back into it. It's no big deal. No big deal.
Yeah, this is your episode to carry.
Is it? We'll see. Oh boy. But no, the movie was enjoyable. It was fun to see it in the big theater. I think outside of like certain lengthy scenes of tentacle blobs, I was content.
Yeah.
It was fun to see in a theater. In a normal theater at that. Not like some weird... This is one of the 5
indie movie
theaters in the entire state showing it.
Yeah.
Like, that was pretty cool. For something like Your Name, I saw it in Japan, so I never paid attention to its American release.
I mean, the only movie I think I seen here that was anime was the Sword Art Online movie.
Blech.
It was a good movie.
But outside of that, I mean, also, like, usually I don't watch, like, movies for series, because those definitely rarely come out in theaters.
I think they are more
at least
nowadays.
The ones, they are more, but the thing is, I rarely care about movies that come out these days. But Demon Slayer is, like, an easy one. I mean, there's not much. Like, if you saw season 1, you can go see the movie, you know, that's all there is. So it's not complicated.
Yeah.
And it got season 2 announced, of course. Big money.
This is all I say. For Demon Slayer, I don't think I care enough about the show itself.
You won't in the end. I can't wait for us to see everything.
I don't care about it. I don't care about it.
And then really have a fun opinion.
That's how I feel about Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm just like, I just don't. It looks pretty, but I don't care about any of the characters.
So much better though. But I care about the characters in this and Demon Slayer.
I don't.
I cried in the theater.
Of course. Yeah.
And then so man, you know my friend Val.
Val Hazak, yeah.
Sure. He saw it like this recently too, and he had nothing but nitpicking. Like, all he did was nitpick the whole movie. He's like, Tanjiro's a little bitch, and I'm like, huh? Did we watch the same
He is
movie?
A little bitch.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
Do I have to spoil what he does like 50 times in the show? That is not what a little bitch does.
Yeah, it is. It's what a main protagonist does.
Kill themselves?
Yeah, a little bitch, bro. Listen, if you know that gets you out of the situation, that's what you gotta do.
He didn't initially.
I mean, kind of.
That was kind of like a try.
Bro, his papa came out of nowhere and fucking... He was like, yo, kill yourself. And he's like, bet.
Bet.
It's like, I'm
Tanjiro's Gen Z.
I mean, he is.
No, he's not.
He's from the feudal era, Gen Z.
He's the old day Gen Z.
Yeah.
The OG.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just don't care about, like, half the characters in new anime. Like...
Well, I don't care now because of... LOL.
Because
Best
what?
boy.
I mean, he can be as best as he wants. You know what happens.
Anyways, I'm excited to see the rest of it. I hear the next arc is even better.
And then I hear that after that, everything goes downhill.
Yes, I told you that myself.
No, I knew that beforehand.
I still told you myself.
Yeah, I don't want to take credit for it. You could
I've said it multiple times. to you. You probably just don't remember, because
No, I just tend to don't listen.
there it is. I hope you listen to Liz.
Of course I listen to her. I like her.
Okay. Whoa. Does that mean you don't like anyone else?
We've had this conversation many times before.
Shinra
No,
hates everyone, even animated characters.
I do. There's not many anime characters I really like. For example, we're gonna talk about Jujutsu. Fucking, what's his name?
The main character?
He's such a bitch.
He is.
I mean,
There's
he's not a
nothing
bitch.
interesting about him.
He's just annoying. He's just annoying. His most
No.
annoying personal trait is Skuna.
What it?
That's his most. That's him. He's just a vessel.
Yeah.
Which I guess that's what the anime is trying to get at. That he is just a vessel. But point of the matter is, I don't care about him.
Why can't I draw?
Fucking, I don't care about Tanjiro. What are anime characters gonna make fun of?
Okay, no, I'm asking. The better question is, what characters do you care about?
Not many.
Yeah, but you have to list at least one.
And I don't
Like,
really care about.
what
characters.
are you? What
Is
are
it-
you
is it-
invested in?
Nothing.
You have to be
really.
invested in something.
I'm not really invested in anime. I just watch it because I like it. I watch it in a bubble, and then when I'm done with it, I'm like, all right, moving on.
So, is there anything that you're a fanboy about? I'm getting like concerned here.
No, I mean I like Sword Art, but that's about it. But I can't say I'm not like I can't say that I care about any of the plights that these characters go through.
Well, that's fair, because I don't either for Sword Art.
All right, like Attack on Titan is like, oh wow, but like when the season is done, I'm not like, oh my god, blah blah blah. I don't fucking care.
Do you ever kind of like, what's the word? Do you ever theorize about where things are gonna go in a show in between seasons?
I did that for Naruto, and then I guessed what exactly happened, and I was like, all right, I'm done.
But
When I was like in 6th grade, I was like, that's how the show is gonna end. Naruto's gonna be Hokage, Sasuke's gonna be second. And I got their arms blowing off wrong, but no, I technically didn't, because I was like, what's gonna happen is Konohama's gonna challenge Naruto. That's what I said like in 7th grade. Konohama's gonna challenge Naruto. They're gonna clash with Sengons, and they're gonna blow each other's arm off, which happened technically, but with Sasuke.
something happened.
Right? So I was like, okay, I got
This
it.
is some intense hair to draw. Why am I trying to do this? Are you really doing detailed drawing of your bird?
Listen, I'm drawing what I like.
Wow.
You do detailed drawings of your cat. I don't want to hear this.
I do not.
Oh yeah?
I don't have any detailed drawings of my cat, no.
Listen, let me draw one of the only creatures in this world that make me happy.
Shinra's a downer.
I'm not a downer. I'm just
I hate everything.
I don't hate everything.
Do you like Kugisaki? I'm invested in Kugisaki.
What the hell is that?
The girl with the nails in Jujutsu.
Yeah, I like her character, but again,
We'll see
Like-
where it goes. I just hope they don't pull, like, you know how, like, in the beginning, like, they'll make female characters like that semi-useful, but then they get kind of, like, thrown to the side.
I mean, it's probably gonna happen.
Like, yeah, she's
Go-
something against these weaker monsters, but in future fights, she's totally useless.
I mean, she's not the main character. That's just what happens.
Or, like, you know, like, Inuyasha, for example, like, literally only Inuyasha and Sesshomaru do anything.
I mean, yeah. It's almost like he's the central point of it's almost like he's the main character.
No, but why do the other characters exist, okay? Like, not
Why?
including
It's just-
Kagome.
It's the same reason why Krillin exists in Dragon Ball. It was a stepping stone. That's why, Feather.
They're not even stepping stones.
They're stepping stones.
They're just decorations on.
Just like in Bleach, all the captains at one point were powerful, and now what? They're nothing. They're just but a speck in the glimmered eyes of fucking Kurosaki Ichigo. Right? Same thing with My Hero. When Deku actually gets to the point where he's, dummy, all the other characters aren't gonna be shit. They're already being fucking phased out in the manga because he's pretty much getting all these powers that are, like, I think he gets Black Whip, which is, spoiler, he gets Black Whip, which is just...
What the fuck are you randomly putting out there? Stop right now.
What? It's about to pop out in the fucking anime anyways.
That's even worse.
Hey, man.
Shinra doesn't care about his viewers.
I don't.
What the? Do you...
Listen, half the people that are watching anime probably have read the manga. And I've even read the manga.
Says the one who doesn't read any manga.
Yeah, because what's the point? It's just going to be anime and it's going to look better.
I'm just going to die. I'm done. Why do I exist? I'm going to have an existential crisis.
Right? So, why bother?
Right? Moves on. I'm hurt too.
It's okay.
He doesn't even care about me. Like, I don't really care about spoilers, but I know other people do. Not that I even know what it means. That's like the best spoiler, right? When you don't even know what it means.
Exactly.
You're like, huh?
That's why I didn't explain anything. I just said what happened.
It's fine. I'm teasing mostly.
I know.
For clarification.
I know.
And so is Shinra. He loves you. He's just being... He's being soon.
Yeah. But most animes, I don't care about what the fuck happens. I watch everything in a bubble. If it's not good, if it's like meh, then like Demon Slayer, I think is the most meh anime to ever be released. In a while. I mean, recently. I don't think it deserves all the praise it gets. I think it's pretty just bleh. It's just Bleach, but with demons instead of souls.
No, it's like a...
Listen, if
it's like
this...
olden Japan Dracula more so than that.
Oh, yeah? Okay. If Tanjiro somehow has like a demon somehow invested in him, that he somehow becomes a demon, I'm done with that show.
You probably are going to be done with the show regardless of what happens.
I'm going to watch it to the end, and I'm going to be like, well, you know what, that's a decent ending. And then after that, I'm never going to think about it again.
No, it's not going to be decent.
I know it's not, but, for example, Fullmetal Alchemist. I love Fullmetal Alchemist to death. Do I care about it much more than it? No, I don't. And I think it's...
I do, because
I think it's a perfect anime.
For me, Fullmetal Alchemist is quite the journey. Which, I mean, I've talked about before, like, because I've seen both. I saw them, like, the original as it was coming out from Japan. I was about as invested into the original Fullmetal Alchemist as I was into Naruto and, like, what else? Inuyasha. To me, they were all like that. Oh, this is all I care about growing up.
I mean, I cared about Naruto growing up, but then now it's over. So I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, but it permeates throughout other shows. Like, it is an influence. It's one of those shows that ended up being a huge influence on the shonen genre.
Like, for example, I watch Black Clover every single week. Every single week of Black Clover, I watched it as soon as I woke up. Now that it's over right now, I'm not, like, missing it. I'm just like...
That's how I feel about My Hero, though, to be honest. Like, I could live without it.
I can live without most anime. I just need something to watch. If I have something to watch, everything's replaceable.
I don't know about that. So we can talk about a new surprise You kind of know, because I've talked about it, but I started watching Haikyuu.
Okay, I forgot. That's maybe one anime that I actually care about.
I was going to say. I was saving it. Hold on. Chill. Just take a step. Chill with the anime, like, uninvestment, and I don't know what's going on in your head. I'm trying to surprise you. Don't take away my glory.
I mean, you talked to me literally.
I finished season 2.
Congratulations.
What? I just started it, and now it's done.
And? Those are rookies. It's supposed to be done with the entire series by now, Feather.
Yeah, but I just started watching it. I don't want to, yeah, I want to watch it all at once, but that's literally all that's why I haven't gotten anything done.
Good.
All I've been doing is watching Haikyuu. And I was so, I'm never going to watch this show. Maybe I'll watch it someday.
I'm pretty sure one of the very first episodes we had on here, you were like, I don't want to watch Haikyuu, blah, blah, blah.
Why do people like it? I don't get it.
And now you get it.
It's just another...
What's season 2? What happens in season 2?
So season 2 ends.
Is that the Abajosai one?
Yeah, it ends with them meeting Seijo.
Koi! Oh.
Which is Oikawa. Who is imagine Oikawa in a not sports show, like
Gojo.
As a villain.
I'm like
I feel like he'd be one of those villains you would root for a little bit, but not at the same time.
He's more of an anti-hero. He's not really a villain, if you were to put it
I would say he's very interesting, but also very annoying.
Koi.
Ore.
Is that the scene where he does that? Oh no, Mad Dog wasn't in that season, right?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, so it is that season. It is that thing.
Yeah, Mad Dog. Kyoken-chan.
The Yokosei, and then the run-up.
Yokosei! It's so good. I don't even know.
If you think this season was good, wait till you get to season 3. Oh.
Well, I can already,
wait till
imagine.
you see... Isaac knows what scene I'm thinking of when I mention season 3. But if there's one scene... whenever I'm feeling down, I look at that one scene. I'm like, this scene is sick. And it's for a character, I'm like, okay, he's alright. But I'm just like, how do you feel about Suki?
He's great.
Alright, so then you will love this scene.
He's relatable. Also. Everyone's kind of relatable, except, Kageyama.
What do you mean? I feel like you would love Kageyama the most. He's the most like you.
Wow. What are you trying to say? Me? Kageyama? What?
Yeah.
How are we alike?
Even Liz said it. Even Liz said it. She's like, I wonder what Feather's favorite character is. Probably Kageyama.
It's not. I like Nekoma.
Everyone likes Nekoma, though. Everyone likes Nekoma, bro. Everyone likes what's his face. The guy. The captain. The middle blocker.
You mean Thancred? Thancred follows me everywhere. Please stop.
I mean, so does Bakugo.
Please stop. Yep. Even in... I'm still, just, like him being Nishinoya is fine. And Nishinoya
It makes the most sense for him to be Nishinoya.
No. I said that's fine. But he's fucking... He has some range. I thought he was just a yelly man. He plays fucking child near boy. I was like, huh?
It's because he has to say Kora at least once.
Did anybody see the anime Angels of Death?
No.
He plays a serial killer, pretty much. And it's literally it's Bakugo on steroids. I think it came out before My Hero. I can't be sure. It might have been.
Yeah, but I cannot wait for you to get to fucking season 3. Oh,
That's
God.
soon.
How do you feel about one of my favorite characters in the show? Owl Boy.
Huh?
Bokuto. Hey, hey, hey.
Oh, hey, hey, hey! He's great. The owl.
Yeah. Have you not realized they're all animals?
I've realized. Yeah, what the are you fucking stupid? You think I'm stupid?
Yes. Feather, I do.
You think I don't know Japanese too? Or be like, Fukuro means owl. Karasu means crow. Shiratori means white bird.
Nope.
Neko. Though nekoma. Neko, they take...
Dog.
So there's two kanji in it. And the first one is the kanji for sound. And so it's just ne. And then the second one is koma for their school name. See, this is how much I notice. Okay? Okay. There you go.
Why did you be rude about it?
Same. You too.
You're the one who called me stupid first.
Yeah.
So fuck you, Feather.
Yeah. It's gotta get heated, you know?
That's why I have a pretty bird.
No, I'm not watching 86. I watched the first episode and thought it was trash.
That's what I thought, and then you keep watching it, it's decent, actually. The first episode doesn't offer much, Isaac.
Pretty meh.
The first episode of 86 doesn't offer much. Let's be real about it.
Honestly, even Haikyuu, and it took me half the episode to get the first episode to be like, oh, I could watch this. And then by the second one, I was hooked. So it happens.
Let's give anime the 3-episode rule, though.
Yeah, but then I started watching Haikyuu.
I mean, good show. Probably one of my favorite
86.
shows.
Yeah, so for me, it's like one of the reasons I don't watch too many sports shows is because of my residual PTSD of watching Prince of Tennis.
I remember when I said Feather. I think one of the first. I've been telling Feather to watch Haikyuu for as long as I can, and she says, and I quote, "No, I like Kuroko no Basket better. I don't want to watch Haikyuu."
Kuroko comparatively is pretty boring.
Yes, it is. That's what Yes, 100%.
How are you supposed to know until you try it?
Because I told you this.
Why would I believe you?
I don't know. You should start believing me more. Because here you are.
You hate on anime so much.
No,
why would
I hate on
believe
characters.
Anything that comes out of your mouth?
I don't hate on anime. I hate on characters. Name an anime that I hate on.
You know what I actually like watching Kuroko for, though? Is because I remember, Gintama memes. Because they're, always making fun of Kuroko. It's, what drives me. That's about it.
But what anime do I shit on, huh?
I don't know. I'm just throwing shit out.
I mean, sure. Maybe I shit on whatchamacallit. Jujutsu.
And Jujutsu a little more than
I don't think Jujutsu is that good.
I agree with you that they're carried by the visuals. I mean, what else can you say? I mean, the visuals are amazing.
The characters are kind of boring.
I think that Demon Slayer has stronger characters.
I don't. I do not care about Tanjiro at all.
Tanjiro you've literally said it out of your mouth that he's a great main character.
Yeah, he's a better main character than what's-his-face. That's the conversation we were talking about.
You didn't even know. You literally
It's literally
said
on
great.
podcast. It's literally on podcast.
Yeah,
compared to what's-his-face. Compared to what's-his-face. Yeah, 100%.
This one. Oh, Hathaway's finally... I've been, looking for it, thinking that it was out, because I don't look at schedules anymore, I just look and see nothing and cry every day. Every day. Let's see, is Shinra finally drawing something that's not a bird? But yeah, I probably won't watch 86, to be honest.
She's gonna watch all of Haikyuu.
Yeah. I finished watching a really shitty...
And then the OVA of Haikyuu, Earth versus Land.
Yeah. It's all on... I was watching it on Netflix first, but they only have the first 2 seasons. I just like the UI for Netflix, even though I hate Netflix. Obviously, they have, like, a good UI since they've been doing streaming forever. Now we're on Crunchyroll.
I said I could draw faces today, so you know what? I could draw faces.
And we're drawing a cat for some reason.
Draw a very detailed cat.
I don't think it's very detailed.
I say you should draw a very detailed cat.
I'm drawing an anime cat, so it will be the opposite of detailed. Boom. Ooh, I also like Yamaguchi.
Who?
He's the pinch server.
You like him?
Yeah.
I can care less about him.
I like everyone.
Who's your favorite character then?
I don't have one yet.
I mean, if you don't have one,
probably
yet,
Nishinoya, to be honest.
Like, if you don't have one yet, you're not gonna like them because they're the character, their main cast.
I like everybody though. That's why it's hard.
Asai.
It's different.
I'm a Hinata boy. I like my short king.
Hinata's good though for like, you know, typically like that character archetype, like he's literally like if Deku was good. Like if Deku was a good character.
You mean Asta?
Oh god. Yeah, the combo of them, but if they were a good character.
I think Asta's a good character.
Yeah, he's not bad, but
I think he got better. I mean, I think he just started off stronger.
At first, I thought I'm gonna be annoyed out of this shit. Am I? No, he's good. He's good.
She's a good child. You can't hate good boys.
Good boys. Asahi.
Suga.
I just hear everyone screaming.
Moi pum.
Daichi's great. It's really weird. Like so many like good voice actors. So like Daichi is I hear him and he's the same. I know it's the same as Momonga from Overlord.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. But I'm used to him from Shakugan no Shana.
Every time I think of Overlord, I just think of that one scene where he's buffing himself to fight Sheltier.
I didn't watch it. So
oh my god. It's the quintessential, like, an MMO player before they fight a boss. Because he walks into aggro range. He's like, oh, so you don't attack me unless I attack you? Okay, give me a minute. And he spends about 3 minutes buffing himself. With just random buff. He's like, fly, greater dexterity, max penetration up. And he does it for 3 minutes straight. And it's hilarious.
Yeah, I've seen like a few episodes, but
I watched some more clips of
Overlord.
Yeah, then I actually watched the show.
Yeah, the characters so far are very strong. Very strong. You see, it's funny that Isaac says Daichi and Asahi, because they, like, combined remind me of one of my best friends, like, 100%. If you molded them into one, like that misunderstood.
The only thing that I get out of Haikyuu to this day is anytime anytime, because Liz loves Haikyuu. It's like one of her favorite animes. Mm-hmm. So anytime we like have a ball, if I hit it up in the air, she always goes chance ball. Chance ball.
Have you watched any real volleyball?
Yeah, of course.
That shit's literally crazy.
That's a nice bird. Thank you, Isaac. Thank you for complimenting me on my bird. Unlike Feather here, making fun of me and drawing my bird.
I was like, wow, he's drawing his bird so realistically. What's going on? Those are my words.
Yeah, I'll draw Feather's cat.
I kind of zoned out and forgot that I have art that I was drawing. Oops. What is that?
It's Java.
What is that?
It's Java. Can't you tell from his fat belly? Can't you tell?
Yeah.
Kind of rude of you not to be able to recognize your cat. Kind of weird, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
God, I don't know what else to do with my life anymore.
Just watch Haikyuu.
I need to finish all of it so that I can do other things.
Just watch all of Haikyuu like a normal human. Don't stop. Because there is no stopping after starting the Haikyuu train.
Apparently not.
Chansu Boru, okay?
No, not okay.
Yep. Chansu Boru. Minus tempo, bro. Shinko Kogeki.
Shinkuro Kogeki.
Yeah. Women's volleyball actually has good rallies.
I will have to see. 'Cause I've always wanted a sport like that I could actually like have interest in watching.
Women's volleyball is pretty sick. Like actually, like, no meme. Oh god, it's been so long. Drawing is so weird now.
I don't know what I want to draw.
I never know what I want to draw. If I even can draw anything, I can't even draw a fucking head right now.
Draw? It looks like you were about to start drawing Princess Leia. The way you have the ear-like guideline. Oh, life is so hard. Art is hard. Draw hard.
It's actually Chun-Li.
Oh.
The Alpha 2 outfit. Artist pain.
It is. We're both like evaluating. Like, cause like, I've just any art that I've worked on has been kind of like simple stuff lately. Usually for the podcast, I try to do something interesting. I can't draw.
Yeah, Nick and I, we're just mostly just talk. It's gonna be a very weird podcast. Or the return to number 10. Woo.
Woo. Damn.
I've been planning D&D in my free time also.
Interesting.
Yeah, I am gonna do a little tiny one-shot campaign.
I can't draw this.
See how that goes. Pain.
I'm just gonna draw Hinata. That's easy for me. Maybe.
Bananas. But yeah, so what game come out recently? We had RE8. RE8 came out. Fun
Too
game.
many games.
Has there been many games that came out? I think only Resident Evil 8 came out.
No. In
What
a
else
string.
came out?
It's been no, but I'm going from March. Monster Hunter Rise, then Replicant, then Resident Evil 8. In between that, there was Poke Snap. I want to play them all.
So play them all.
No time.
I mean, you can play them all. You just are very slow with your gaming, which is fine.
No, I just don't. It's not that I'm slow. It's that I don't even like focus on one game and get it done. That's the difference.
No, you also are.
I do
slow.
other things. No, I'm not. Not if I. So for Replicant, I'm purposely playing slow.
Which is
I'm
exactly
doing
what I'm saying.
every
You're
side
you're
quest.
slow.
I'm ending the podcast right now.
Okay, bye. Yeah, but Resident Evil came out. That's a fun game. If you can buy it, I'll say buy it. If not, wait for a sale. I don't think it's a need to buy.
Do you think, because I could play it for free on Xbox, but should I get it on PC?
No, it's better on... Apparently, it plays better on controller anyways. So
I would play it with a controller on PC, though.
I mean, just if you want to get it for free, get it for free. What's the point of getting it on PC? Use your capture card for other things besides Monster Hunter.
I do.
Oh, yeah? What?
A bunch of things.
Like?
Over the years. It's not just like Monster Hunter. That's just what it is now.
Alright, well, I'm talking about for now. Use it for something else other than Monster Hunter.
Yeah, but I like my PC games.
So then why ask the question?
I just asked a question.
And I gave you an answer.
It doesn't mean I have to go with your answer, does it?
No. So then why ask the question? Why ask the question then?
To see another opinion so I can decide, because I'm not deciding now.
No, because you just stick with your own opinion regardless of what other people say anyways.
No. It just takes a while for me to do something. I have time to think, so my plan is, like, I have to first finish Replicant, and then I'm going to play 7, which I'm going to play because it's on Xbox, because it's on the whatever Microsoft store for free right now. Whatever they call it. Hello?
What?
I don't know. You are silent.
Because I'm letting you talk.
Huh?
I'm letting you talk.
But I had nothing else to say.
I said, all right, cool. I don't think there's, I don't know. I don't see a, you know, I wouldn't want to play 7. I don't think there's a point to playing. I don't see the point of playing 7. That's me.
That's fine.
Where are you
As
even
we
drawing?
can tell, we don't see eye to eye on many things.
Yeah, I know. I tend to make a little more my sense in my head.
You what?
I said I tend to make sense in my head.
You tend to?
Yeah.
What does it mean?
That means in my head I make sense, feather.
Well, that's pleasant. When I say that, because I don't know if I make sense in my head to myself.
I don't even know what to draw today.
Yeah, you're struggling with picking stuff, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Or sticking with something. Draw the fucking train guy.
From Mugen?
Yes, back to that movie. The coolest thing, man, is that you can go, like in Japan, they have the actual train based on the movie running. Like, there's a Mugen train that you can get on, and it's like super booked and hard to actually be on it, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks awesome. I like that steam engine. Well, of course, no. If everybody just said yes to each other, how boring would that be? That's what people seem to want, though, for society. Let's just all agree with each other. There are certain things that should be agreed upon. Like important topics. But when it comes to like tastes and stuff, we're all different for a reason. Like, I like niche things more than the things everybody likes, usually.
That's for sure.
Yeah, I used to be so proud of it. I liked some shitty-ass games when I was in high school, man.
Like what?
I will still stand by them.
Like what?
We're not talking about what. It's mystery.
You said you will stand by them, so now
No,
defend
they're
your
mysteries. Artanelico is one.
What?
Yeah.
The hell is that?
Artanelico 1 and 2. 2 is, I do like more.
What
But
in the
1
world
was
is
super
that?
good.
I don't even know what the hell you're talking about.
3, however, Artanelico 3, I couldn't finish it. I just wasn't for me anymore. I also like Luminous Arc.
Yeah, no idea what you're talking about. So
This is my point. I've literally sent you art from Artanelico, Shinra.
Oh.
Which is the funny thing.
Is it the loot art that you send me?
No. However, one of the
like Fate, right?
No. One of the things that made that game popular was all its innuendos. Because, like, for these, I can't remember, they were like songstresses, and for them to, I can't remember if it was for them to live or just for them to get stronger, but you had to like push this crystal into their backs.
Okay. It's weird.
So there'd be like hella innuendo, like, go slower, it hurts, oh no.
You play
All the
weird
fun
video
stuff.
games.
Yep. Then go to I think I was in my first year of high school too. Great stuff. Go to school and be like, you guys should play this game, it's great.
Makes sense.
Right? We worry about the youth today, and it's like, no, just go back and look at your own youth. You were worrisome as well. Did you turn out fine?
I don't think I was worrisome.
That's a general statement.
I don't think I was a worrisome child. I think I was pretty normal. Minus the bullying, of course.
Well, that's something that's not in your control.
Exactly. Other than that, I think I was just a pretty average kid.
That doesn't count.
Pretty average kid with my Naruto
Okay, so
manga.
what was the weirdest thing you did as a kid then? That
Nothing.
you can remember?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I didn't have any weird taste. I guess we'll have a Naruto manga in my bag at all times. That's about it. I'm not weird. I'm not that weird. I just like what I like, and I don't see it as weird. If other people do, then that's on them. So I'm a bad judge of being...
That's for sure. That's for sure. Well, I know. Well, then what do you think is the weirdest thing you've done in your whole life?
Go to art school.
That's kind of funny. Is that the weirdest or the most unfortunate?
Both. Fuck art school.
I haven't heard any people. I mean, I hear people who went to Savannah liked Savannah.
SCAD?
Mm-hmm.
And I know someone that went to SCAD too, but they don't even do art now. They're just a fucking gym teacher.
What the fuck? People I know, they do art, but they, their jobs are interesting. Like, one, he works for a mobile game company, but he's like an animation director. But it's also like an animation director for a mobile game company. Sounds like it doesn't sound like it's what you would have probably gone into the industry for, you know?
Yeah, it sounds like it's a job that pays.
It does, yeah. Yeah, no,
And
it's a good job. And he, I think to compensate, he does personal projects.
Yeah.
And has, he wants to make his own games down the line and stuff. But, it's a lot of work to juggle that. You can't just, it's very hard.
Yeah, that's what I've always say. I don't want to do personal projects. It's too much work. I guess this counts as a personal project, though.
It is, but it's not in the same... It's not the same.
Not at all.
It's not like an actual... I don't know. I mean, it's its own thing. It's not a personal project. It's more like a... Well, in our case, it's a group project.
Well, personal projects are most times group projects, right? You can't do everything yourself.
It depends, yeah. Oh my. Yes, we were screaming that earlier.
My.
Oh my. Oh my.
Best
I want to
scenes
eat
are
something.
anime.
I want to eat something like that. Or like, I ignore everything around me.
That was me in Epcot.
One of the reasons I think that scene was in there actually is because the one of the Japan Railways sponsored the movie.
It's possible. I mean, it makes the most sense.
Which I found out because of that train that I told you about.
Aha.
Umai. Feather cries in a movie theater. What? Oh, you're going all in with the... Okay. You did draw what I told you to draw in a sense.
Well, in a sense. I just have to make the mouth a lot bigger than I did.
The moments where you focus on drawing.
Well, you said
Talking
draw.
is hard.
You said...
No, I'm talking about both of us.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I'd done anything weird when I was a kid, to be completely honest with you.
So I asked you, like, your whole life now.
I don't even know.
You said art school. I don't know. I don't think
What
I've
about
done anything too weird. Streaming is pretty weird of a decision to make.
I think it was. Now it's pretty normalized, so...
Well, I'm saying the decision. So it would only refer to the initial decision.
I guess, I don't know. I've always liked the idea of streaming and this, like, content and stuff like that. So I never found it as weird to me. But, I don't know. Again, I'm a bad judge if you just say, like, what I deem is weird to me. Because what I deem as weird isn't weird. I just deem it as, like, normal. Like, for me, I deem,
for
like...
us, the things we do mostly would be normal to us.
Yeah, exactly. So I can't be like, this is the weirdest thing I did.
Sometimes...
Because to me, that's not weird.
I sometimes I have these moments where I'll, like, eat something that's actually quite the weird combo, but then I want to tell someone about it, but I can't remember what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Because to me, it's not weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, we both saw the movie. I saw it last week.
I guess most people will say like meeting like your girlfriend on Twitter is weird. I don't know. I think that's normal to me.
It's normal now, but I think if it were 10 years ago, it would have been more weird.
Oh yeah, 100%.
To people.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely did. Everything in my high school years was pretty weird. Can't talk about it, though.
Yeah, I can't talk about like fashion sense either. Like in high school, because I wore a uniform for most of my
I wore gothic Lolita to school.
I know you did. So yeah, I will deem that as weird, but to you, it's not weird.
Everybody deemed it as weird. I think
because it is weird.
I think it might not be totally normal.
Oh, it isn't, Feather. It is not normal at all.
I think the fashion
but
adventures of a teenage girl are all valid.
I mean, I guess.
This is me in the movie theater.
Whatever makes you happy.
Feather
you know?
cries.
Whatever makes you happy.
The movie theater where there's nobody.
So I won't.
Well, actually, there were two other people in my movie theater. How about you? Did you have an empty movie theater, Shinra?
Pretty much. I mean, going to whatchamacallit, going to the theaters during COVID is like my ideal situation.
Because nobody's there.
I hate people sitting next to me. Right? So
yeah,
I hate people sitting next to me. I hate loud shit. I hate a lot of people. So it's like, it's perfect. It's my ideal moviegoer
automatically
experience.
Yeah, they automatically like zone out the seats two next to you. So it's not even one seat, it's two seats because that's 6 feet, which is perfect.
Exactly. So when we're at Disney, right? Because they have like they have the Carousel of Progress, you know.
Mm-hmm.
The day tomorrow. So it's just like, every other seat was free. So like Liz and I were just able to sit up front and relax, not have anyone next to us, which is like my dream. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was good. When I went to see Godzilla 2 weeks, I think, after it came out, which makes, I guess, more sense, there was no one in the theater.
Yeah.
It was
I feel
completely empty, and that was kind of spooky in its own way.
The way I see it is most anime goers aren't going to watch the movie. Did you watch it like in an early time or late time?
Yeah, I went at like 5 something.
Yeah.
My friend, when he went, I think there were like 15 other people. But that was in Virginia. I don't know what stuff's like over there.
Probably a little bit more. So probably just a little bit more more people probably.
Wait, I was the same way. Oops.
Oh God.
And Shinra is back to drawing his hand. I guess that's good hand practice.
It is good hand practice.
Which we all need hand practice.
When I was in high school, I wanted to draw manga so bad. And like I had this character who had an eye on his hand. That was like his thing. And I used to draw that all the time when I was in like school. Just a character with an eye on his hand. I had no idea what it did. But I thought it was aesthetically cool, so I drew it all the time.
Yeah, I wish I drew more hands.
And draw more feet.
I
don't like the veins make me uncomfortable.
Yeah, I forget what I saw. I don't know. There was like this. Like, you ever see on YouTube those like videos of dudes who are like, get ripped doing this and whatnot.
Yes.
And like, so like some of them are probably decent advice. There was this one guy in the thumbnail, and I don't even know his. Oh my god. Let's see if it just looked bad. He had like these really thick arms that had like looked like a little muscle in there, but there were like veins everywhere, and they were like these weird. They looked literally like this. Like, they didn't even look like let's see, more of a. Like, they didn't look like this. They looked more like these weird, like, layers of veins, and they were all over his arm.
Weird.
And I don't know why that stuck with me.
I don't know.
They were like
Just
flat.
Flat thinking about
veins.
men's veiny arms.
Yeah, and I don't
guess.
like it. Like, veins are fine.
So I'm thinking about men and their veiny arms feather.
Yeah. Anyways. The other thing is, like, some of those people are pretty disingenuous because they do roids.
Yep. They're not natties, as they say.
So, if you ever see, like, these thumbnails of ripped guys shredded with muscle, don't feel bad, because they probably, not to say all of them, but they probably didn't get it all natural.
They're not natties, bro. That's what they call it.
Because it takes a lot of work to get big.
I would never want to be big like that.
I don't find it very, like, I think, like, muscular's fine. Like, you it's fine to get, like, muscular or whatever, but
I want to be able to touch my elbows together.
The people who go a little, like, unless you're doing it for bodybuilding.
Not even. Like, I would never want to look like
No, but
Mr.
I'm saying,
Olympia.
like, at least those people are doing it for something like that, like, as the goal. Whereas the people who do it just to get big, what's the point? Like, what are you doing with it? Like, get strong. Getting strong is good, to be strong, because then you can do things.
Hey,
you can lift things. You can have an easier time moving, because goddamn is moving hell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why I'm like, I wish there was a sport that I wanted to do, because I think the athletic, like, life is, I look up to it.
It's hard to get into sports when you're older.
That too. But, like, I tried to get into tennis when I was, like...
No, I'm not trying to make fun of you.
No, you're fine.
Because even, like, for me, I rock climb. That's like
you're
my
supposed to get
thing.
into sports when you're in your teens,
Yeah, when you're
for
younger,
a reason.
when you're flexible for
a reason. Like, there's a reason why, like, usually you're better if you started before high school at something. Though high school is still a good time to start. It's still, like, if you start in high school, someone who started in elementary school is gonna have leaps and bounds ahead of you. But the real latest to start something, if you want to do it, they've added sports for older people, like competitive and stuff, which is good, because competing against people from the same range, it's fair. But you're not going to be like the teams full of younger people.
Yeah.
It's not possible. Maybe for some people it is. Like, I know people who are in their, like, 40s and 50s who I'm just like, you're in amazing shape. But genetic-wise, it depends. Like, some people, even at older ages, are more fortunate than others.
Yeah.
And there's also nothing you can really do about that.
I'm just waiting until I get my vaccine on Friday to like start going back to the gym.
Yeah, that would probably be a good time. I've been going to the gym, and I'm not that great, but I'm finally starting to get a little, like, very tiny bit of muscle in my arms. Nice. Again, it takes a lot of work to build it up, especially, like, women and men have different bodies. So you actually have to work out different. Like, for men, heavier and fewer sets works. Or no, fewer reps.
Well, it depends. If you're trying to get bigger, then yeah.
No,
if you're trying to get lean, then you go smaller sets.
Well, biologically, though, the way that the muscles work is that men don't have to do it the same way. So for women, muscle builds easier in general if you do more sets at lower weights with more reps. Like, of course, you want to do a weight that gives you some trouble, though. Because if you just do really low, it won't really. Yeah. Unless you're starting off, because then you're going to have no muscle, which is me. Because I didn't do anything for over a year during pandemic stuff.
There you go.
So there's a lot to catch up to, which is fine.
And that's the hand.
That's the hand. Did the hand work out? Even grip strength is like a pain. You know what I'm mostly looking forward to? Because it's not just about like being strong or getting fit. There's things like, when you're doing art, right?
Uh-huh.
Like, the stronger your shoulders and back and shit are, the less strain you're gonna put on when you're like sitting there working forever on something. Just because your body is supporting you more. Hopefully.
I played sports when I was younger. I just don't care for them anymore. I wish I knew about. I played football.
I wouldn't want to play football, but of course I wouldn't.
Neither would I. And I stopped because I didn't want to play it.
Yeah. I like hockey and figure skating just because I like ice skating in general. I did gymnastics too, which they all kind of tie together in a sense of similarity. Well, it's figure skating and gymnastics.
Would you say that you're flexible?
Yes. But I wish I could do figure skating now, and I could, theoretically, but it's kind of hard to do it as just like a hobby. Because you have to go to a rink, and if you want to actually, like, train, you have to pay people for it. Like, you can't just go to a rink and kind of do whatever, because if it's free skate, you're going to hurt somebody. And if not, you're paying for lessons.
Yeah.
So it's kind of inconvenient to do it, for me at least. Like I want something that's easy and accessible. Like, I used to try tennis, for example. Like, you just need to find a court. And that's a little bit more common than a figure like an ice skating rink. There's usually only like one per every 3 or 4 cities or something. And then it's a lot of the work is outside, like training, like gymnastics and ballet style training, and again, like weightlifting and stuff like that.
Yeah. I just enjoy I enjoy rock climbing. I think it's a fun sport to do.
I have no upper body strength. Like that's what I'm working on.
That's what everyone thinks, because it's not upper body strength that you need leg strength.
No? Well, I have leg strength.
Because everyone thinks you climb like Spider-Man, right? Where you put one arm first and then you use your leg to kick off to like you're not using your arms to pull. That's what everyone thinks you're doing when you're climbing. Everyone thinks that you climb like a dog, like walking, where you put your legs first and your arms first and your legs follow. The way you're supposed to technically climb is like kind of like a monkey, or like you will be like your ass will just be hanging there, kind of like that. Yeah. Right, because this is your knee and then your foot, ass, leg. You're technically supposed to be climbing like this. And then you hang like this with your head, and then you use your arm, and then you use your legs to pull up, reach your arms up, and then you push off with your legs, and that's how you climb. At the beginning, that's pretty much what it is. When you get to like harder sets, then yeah, you'll be using like finger strength and arm strength to like pull you up from some things. But yeah, it's a very leg intensive. It's a calisthenic workout, so you're using your entire body.
Is this like the rock climbing, like the fake stuff, or like actually?
Well,
like on cliffs.
It both applies. Cliff. Like when you're like actually rock climbing outdoors, it's more
terrifying.
Well, yeah. Yeah. I do indoor bouldering.
Cause indoor is fine. I just for me picturing like doing it outdoors, I would expect that you might want to be strong on every.
But it's graded, so like you go to a certain rock. Like, you usually go to places that people have climbed before and be like, it's this grade.
Beginner or intermediate or whatever.
Yeah. Right. So,
most... Yeah. I do Haikyuu, but anybody can do that.
Alright. I don't know. I think maybe you should try... I think you should try indoor rock climbing or indoor bouldering. Bouldering is easier to get into because you don't need, like, a rope or a harness. Mm-hmm. Bouldering is pretty much like rock climbing, but it's a smaller wall. And you have no harness. You just climb up to the top and jump off. Since you said you're flexible, it helps because a lot of it you'll be putting your leg in like the weirdest position to push off. But I don't know. I think it's fun. It's a calisthenic workout, so it gives you full cardio and it works out your entire body. Like a lot of rock climbers are pretty lean, but they're like they can grab a pole and like go sideways on like a flag. That's just the type of workout it is. I don't know, and it's also just very, it's very rewarding when you, climb something that you've been, working to climb on for, a week. Plus, they changed the wall, they changed, what the wall will be every 3 weeks to make it, a different quote-unquote challenge for you. So I found it really enjoyable. Yeah, it's pretty enjoyable. You should have one near you. You could if you want to, you could probably find a rock climbing gym and go there for a day just to try it out. They'll give you shoes and shit like that. I have my own rock climbing shoes and I went hard on it for a bit. I just stopped because I think I even did some streams from my rock climbing gym when I was there.
Interesting.
I would sit there and just practice. I was able to do a pull up with just my pinky. I'll just hold my pinkies in a slot and pull myself up. That's how much finger strength I had back then. Now I don't have as much. But yeah, they changed finger strength also, so I know you were just mentioning finger strength.
Did I?
You said something about finger strength.
I think I was saying back and shoulders.
No, you said fingers also. I'm pretty sure you mentioned fingers. That's why I got into it.
No, but I was going to talk about grip strength.
Oh, yeah. Grips, that's what it was, grip strength. Because it trains your grip strength also.
That's one thing I always struggle with when I go... Because I've done on and off going to gyms, of course, throughout my life.
Yeah.
I think anybody probably has if they
Yeah.
it's hard to be consistent, and then things change. Like I tried out this really nice like gym. It was my uncle's when I moved out here, but then I moved, so it was out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
And that was rigorous. That was painful. It was one of those like group things. Like, when you're in a group, you're more likely to like feel the pressure to actually like die from like the workout and the sweat.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so painful. It was rewarding. I didn't hate it.
I mean,
but my biggest gripe is it was expensive.
Yeah, my thing is I'll recommend if you want to try a workout that's like a sport that like you can get into and like get invested in. I'll try rock climbing or bouldering. If you like rock climbing, then you'll probably like rock climbing more because you climb longer. It's more of a cardio workout because you're climbing for a longer period of time. Because the walls were like, the walls are way bigger. For bouldering, it's more burst of energy to like do things. So you work out more muscles at that time. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I think you will like it, but that's just me.
There's 2 incentives for me working out. Can you guess the 2 incentives?
Women?
What?
Can you look at women? I don't know.
No, my gym is like empty. There was this really annoying woman there.
What are your incentives, Feather?
One is just health.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Like, especially because, like, quarantine. Like, imagine if something, like, bad happened. Like, let's say COVID turned into the zombie apocalypse and you weren't in any shape to, like, survive. That would suck.
Just a bit.
Because I feel like a lot of people wouldn't be in shape because all of us stayed at home and did nothing for a year.
Yeah, 100%.
Which, yeah. Maybe there's a few people that doesn't include, but it sure included me. Mm-hmm. But no, just to be healthy. Be able to do that. But the other is cosplay.
Oh, yeah. It'll definitely get you into shape. Because you're working your entire body.
Well, yeah, if I do that, I'm not going to probably do it anytime soon because I haven't been vaccinated and stuff yet.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that. You can't get vaccinated yet?
No, I probably could, but
like New York, for New York. I just have to go on the government website and they're like, all right, just schedule a thingy.
Yeah, no, it's probably even easier for me, but I'm waiting because the efficacy has unknown lengths of how effective it is. There's still things that are unknown,
I don't know. I guess I don't really worry about that.
But I plan to travel, so I want it to be effective when I do. Like, I don't want to have to worry about it.
I mean, a vaccine is going to be,
There's going to be boosters and stuff, so I'll probably get it soon. But
Liz got it. She's fine. She did get almost sick for a day, but she's okay.
yeah, it's interesting how everyone's, like, got different reactions. My aunt, she just had a headache for 3 days. Which sounds pretty bad in its own, but at least she didn't get sick.
Yeah. Liz had a really bad headache, too. I can only imagine if she had her...
Did she get Pfizer, too, or...?
I think she got Pfizer, yeah. Or did she get Moderna? I think Devin got Moderna. My mom had Pfizer. Liz got Pfizer. It's the cursed child herself.
Don't let her know. Don't give her that.
Here, this is for you.
Are you drawing something?
It's a head on on the ceiling. There you go. But yeah, I can only imagine, like, let's say you get the vaccine, and then, like, what is it? You like, as a woman, you get, like, your period around the same time. Oh, that would suck.
Oh God, don't
That
even
would
make me.
suck. Oh my God.
I was already live, but I did read it.
Toxic.
But on my watch, because my phone is charging, so I can't reply, because that's too much work.
Can't you just, like, voice reply?
Hmm?
Can't you, like, use text-to-speech on your phone?
Why would I do that right now?
Oh.
I'm focusing on the podcast.
That's fair.
Fair. Now, what is he drawing? Are those onigiri?
Yes.
Yes. I don't know. We were talking a little bit about FanFest earlier. I'm excited about the lunar whale, but I don't know if I'll actually buy it.
There's literally no reason for me to have the lunar whale. What am I going to use it on? To bring my 3 friends with me to a map?
It's not about your friends, actually.
What am I going to use it for?
As a regular mount.
But I have the freaking whatchamacallit. There's no other
That's
mount.
The tricky thing is like, I already have mounts that I love using in game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like hard to use, like it's hard to balance your mount usage, man.
It's not even that. It's just like, if I want to get somewhere fast, I'm just gonna use the Fenrir mount with Fafnir, whatever it's called.
I just have too many mounts.
Yeah. Also, the difference is I'm not spending $40 on an 8-person mount that I'm not going to use. That's the thing.
It's for the for me, like, the multi-mounts is like the random moment where I'm like, I'm gonna take this noob around. Ha.
I guess. Yeah, that's true. But
give them that experience.
If I'm gonna take him around, I'm just gonna take him around in the car.
The car.
And with a regalia.
I just like the car. I'm gonna just take the car around real quick.
Yeah, exactly. Just give him the Uber.
You're being a little too real. It's too real lifey. Pull the car around. Pull it all around. I have the car too. I love that, like, I have friends who wish they had it.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, maybe you should have been playing then.
True.
I'm not saying that to you, though. Like, whoever's listening. I'm saying it to the friends that will never hear this.
Did you know, Feather, about the free trial of the Final Fantasy XIV that is now bundled with the award-winning
Heaven's Word?
Oh my fucking god. Those memes are killing me.
Are they? Because I see it everywhere.
Yes, I hate them so much.
I hear it everywhere, too. Everyone's doing it in their own streams.
I hate it.
Why?
It's not even funny.
You just did it.
I know. And was it funny? No, it wasn't.
To you.
Case in point.
It was funny to someone.
I guess.
I'm gonna start doing it unironically.
Go ahead, do it.
I'm gonna mean it. I'm gonna mean it real good.
Alright, Feather.
I haven't streamed Final Fantasy in how long?
I know.
Weeks?
Your FC is pretty dead.
It's dead time, in my opinion, but what is there to do other than Nier?
Savage.
Why would I care about Savage? Don't talk to me about Savage, please. I don't even want to hear the word.
Delubrum. Alright, Feather. This is for you.
Wait, what? Oh, my boy.
Oh my.
No, that's ugly.
It's not oh my.
Oh my.
It's not him. It's not
Oh my? Do you know what that means?
oh my, what must you do? Oh god.
No, it's Bakugo. Everyone is just Bakugo.
They are. He's also in Beastars, which is funny.
Couldn't possibly care.
It's a good anime.
That I've seen scenes of quite a few. Like, it seems entertaining, it's just not for me.
Because there's no waifus and it's just animals.
Well, I'm liking Odd Taxi. A lot. Underrated show of the season. Of course, I haven't been keeping up because I've just been watching Haikyuu instead.
Like a
Pretty much anything current has been on the back burner because of Haikyuu.
good, as it should be.
Oh,
Haikyuu
my
takes
legs.
president.
My legs are
Wherever.
getting sore. Oh, the pain. It was leg day yesterday.
Imagine doing leg day. Just go for a walk forehead.
What's a walk
a
gonna do
joke.
for me?
It's a joke. I mean, if you walk a significant amount of miles, you actually lose a lot of weight. Because unlike running, your body isn't put into a state of shock. Like, shit, what the fuck is happening? Why are we running? Ah!
What?
So it doesn't like use reserve of food. If you just go on walks, you will burn your actual body weight. Because it's like, okay, this will be fine.
The reason why I don't go for walks, though, for that purpose, is because it takes longer.
I mean, fair, but just
I
walk
gotta
to-
run my miles, so.
I hate running. What an actual
Well, you
passion.
shouldn't run too hard. You don't want to
I-
hurt your knees.
I don't like running in general. Running is pain. Whoever says running is fun, I need to have a conversation with them.
Well, I mean, different people like different
No.
things.
No, you can't like running.
Yes, you
That's
can.
That's the one thing that I will stand by.
I
and,
like running.
Well, you're weird, and we have established that this podcast.
I think that's pretty normal.
No. You like feeling pain and exhaustion.
Why is it painful? It's not painful.
Yes, it is.
It's not even that exhausting. Like if you build up to
It's pain.
it not being exhausting.
It's pain. It's torture.
Whatever you believe, I will succeed. Oh god, the zoom in. But he's a good boy. Nishinoi is a good boy. Who is the least interesting to you in Haikyuu?
In Haikyuu?
Like maybe just like a
From the main cast?
of the main group.
Asahi.
You don't like Asahi?
I like him. I think his story's pretty, like, simple. Damn, I got blocked once, and I'm sad. Shit, I just gotta believe in my teammates. That's his entire story arc.
I do think some maybe, and my only
It's his
like,
entire
critique
story.
would be some of the characters who get like deeply affected by these things. Like, I get it in the game, like when you're playing a game and doing a match the next time, and that, like, but the long-term depression over missing something or making a mistake, just, I can't jive with it.
I mean, hey, that's just how it is. That's just how it's gonna be for a sports anime.
I know.
You gotta,
But definitely, like, the in-the-moment pressure or in between games, like, your last game you failed and the next one you have to, like, be strong. Like, that's some intense pressure. Or, like, what Yamaguchi had to do. Like, hey, it's your first time in an official game. Yeah, help us. Good luck. Good luck, have fun. I couldn't do it.
I guess. Oh my god, I did E9S on Red Mage.
Mm-hmm.
I never felt more pain in my entire life. I died like 7 times. And I never died on that fight. I died 7 times. I'm an actual moron when it comes to Red Mage. I don't know why. It's so easy.
Well, I was gonna say, isn't Red Mage, like, supposed to be, one of the easier jobs to live?
You know what it is? For Red Mage, the reason why the Red Mage is weird to me is because it has a gap close, it has a disengage, right?
Yeah.
And when you play melee a lot, you want to use them to, like, avoid things, but they're on a fucking 40-second cooldown, so you're not supposed to use, like, in rotation. So you're like,
sometimes.
It's so weird.
I feel it.
It's so weird. Like,
I
was playing Samurai after. I'm like, oh, this feels so much better. I just pop this when I need to get out, and then you just, Epied and what is it, heighten, whatever, to get back in. You're like, okay, this makes sense. And then, like, Red Mage and fucking Child's part, your melee combo comes up, and it's during a reset part. You're like, shit, I have to sit here and keep casting, but my damage. So, yeah.
Yeah, it hurts. You just have to kind of get used to it.
Yeah, it's called Manification, which is every 60 seconds. No, 90 seconds. I know how to play Red Mage.
It's more about getting used to it, like, though, the time, especially, like, on specific fights.
Yeah, like, on most fights, it's like, this thing's popping, these things happen, like, here, but, like, you have to think. Just you have to think slightly a little bit more.
Yeah, it's
than you
less
have to
about,
do it, like, on Black Mage.
It's, like, not just about the class, it's about the fight and timing it with the class.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially in Savage stuff. That's usually the tricky thing, because you can kind of get away with it in anything else.
Yeah, 100%. And again, I do it in Diamond, easy. It's easy because everything lines up. But for Emerald,
there's
because
lining up. But then there's also, like, if you do mess up, like, let's say you use one of those skills and you back into an AoE, it's gonna kill you.
Oh, you won't even back into an AoE. You fucking just yeet off the edge because of how far that thing throws you.
Yeah.
I was doing Diamond because I always try to do the backflip because the backflip does more damage than the re-engage. And I always jump off. Doesn't matter. Even if I'm being as safe as possible.
I don't remember all the skill names. What's the one? There's, like, one skill, though, that you eat up your backflip.
Engagement.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, because displacement is the backflip, and then engagement is just a regular slash. It
eats the stack.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
You mostly just use that when you have, like, what is it? Like your OGCD of the Contra 6, because you never want to weave that with your backflip because backflip takes forever. So if you just do that, and it's pretty much not a DPS loss, but it's just fun going wee,
But backflipping into the void is the Dragoon's job.
Same thing about a dragoon. It was like dragoons. They would do it to try to avoid things. You just be like mid melee. You just be like mid combo. Like, all right, time to backflip.
You're just doing it,
and then you
you're
go.
done.
Yeah, because you have to do
You're
it
just
in your
dead.
rotation. And then you're like, okay, well, let's buy.
You're just dead.
That's my problem with like Final Fantasy in general, though, is I just don't have one class. I'm like, this is my class. I love this class more than everything.
I mean, I do, but
I know, and I wish I had that. Like,
that's
I wish
obvious
yeah,
for me.
I wish I had.
Well,
that. I wish
so for me, it was unique in the sense that like I knew I was gonna be an Astro as soon as it was announced.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Nice.
Like I had only been physical classes. I hadn't done anything magic at all, or healing, obviously, since that goes together. And then I was like, oh, look at this beautiful class. And I'm gonna need to get to learn how to heal real quick.
Now you're like one of the better healers.
So then
Oh, there's
I
Nishinoya.
practiced on White Mage until it came out for I think like... Well, I didn't start right away, but within 3 months of Heaven's Word coming out, I did everything on White Mage. And Scholar. But, you know, back then, you could level up, like, as many classes as you want and literally main them all, too. It was not very complicated.
Yeah, I mean, it's still not complicated.
No, but back then you had, like, half the skills we have now. For level 50 cap? It was so simple, like, beyond simple.
I mean, but black mages are allowed to do that, though. If it's not going to kill you, you can pretty much stand in it. That's what mana is for.
It depends on the fight and what
100%.
they're getting hurt by.
100%.
Obviously, if it's something, like, that they have to do, like, if it's something that's going to be a detriment to the fight, they should definitely move. But if it's...
Yeah.
Also, if it's like, so let's say I'm with like a black mage or whatever, whoever doesn't want to move for specific reasons, I'll have to tell them like, oh, for this you might not want to do that because I also have to like heal both tanks right after and you'll probably die.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah, there's
Savage? No.
optimizations. It
In
goes
Savage?
both
Oh,
ways
hell
though. Like
no.
there's things like I've savage rated a lot.
That's the reason why this tier, a lot of things give you a damage down, so people don't stand in things. Because half the time people just stand in things anyways.
That's the only way you can get a black mage to avoid something. He's like, what?
Damage. That's how you get everyone to avoid everything.
Damage down?
Exactly. Like, ew.
Well,
Get that shit away from me.
yeah, but specifically, obviously, targeting black mage is okay.
Yeah, 100%.
And then you feel bad for the like monks who still get hit because it's just a lot of work.
I think monks and black mage is probably the only two classes. Just like if they get hit by something in an AOE while they're trying to greed, you're like, you know, that's understandable. Because monks don't even have a range skill, so they have to literally greed until the last second.
No,
six-sided star, and then get out, and then come back in.
I try monk and I just cry every time.
It's so fun, but it's not at the same time.
It's
I don't know how to
fun,
explain
but
it.
then it's also equally painful.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
My thing of monk is the fact that the combos are side, back, side, and then side, back, and then back, side, back. It pisses me off. You know what I mean? Because I'm just like, if everything was just like, you know, one combo's the back and then one combo's, and then you just, you know, interchange it like that.
The
it'll
combo
feel
doesn't
so much
bother
nicer.
me at all because
It throws me off because I forget where I am sometimes. Because I'm like thinking, I'm like, oh, let me dodge a mechanic. I'm like, wait, where was I?
See, strangely, that's the only part that doesn't bother me because you know, if you do it for so long, it just comes naturally.
Yeah, 100%.
And I started monk on my first character, so
Same. I started Pugilis on my first character too.
Well, I didn't start as it. I started as a bard, but I played monk, bard, warrior.
I started
my
as
mains.
in beta. I was a pugilist monk, Makote pugilist monk with the base hair. I was redheaded, just like the base Makote, like the most basic Makote you could probably like when you pick them. Keeper of the Sun, went to Ul'dah, played it for a bit, hated the game. Came back during Heavensward during the Yokai event, the first one. And I was like, why the fuck is Yokai in this game? Whatever. Played it for a bit, I was like, whatever. Then I made a new character on Exodus. And that was Toru, my current character. The Dragon Girl started off as a Dragoon this time, and then played Dragoon all the way to about like level 46, and then unlocked, and then I bought a Dark Knight boost because I was like, Dark Knight looked cool. So then I played Dark Knight all the way up until Stormblood. And then in Stormblood, I leveled a Machinist up, played Machinist, and then I went to Bard, and then Ninja, and then Ninja stuck with me all the way to Shadowbringers. And then for the first raid, I was so excited, did the first day, noticed how dumb PF is, said, I'm never doing this again. And then I took a break from the game until the next raid tier.
It happens.
And then then we went Gunbreaker, and we know how that went. The greatest Gunbreaker to ever grace your eyes.
Yeah.
That's the one thing. I didn't like tanking, but at least I was good at tanking.
I don't know. I can't do things if I don't like it.
I enjoyed it in a Savage thing because it's like, keeping people alive. Because you know how sometimes when we were raiding together, we just had situations where like we had to adapt on the fly. Which was like E6S, for example, when someone died, when you had to stack the little the AoEs, you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
So like if someone died there, then the tank will just like take both of them with an invuln. Like that was fun. That was cool to do.
Oh, it's fun in general in I think any kind of like game where you play with other people, like if there's something you can do to like save the team. What do we call it?
Clutch.
There's a word. Well, clutch is one, not quite.
What are you trying to what are you trying to refer to? So I can like kind of figure out what you're trying to say.
Adjusting.
There you go. He was adjusting.
It just takes a second to find the right word. English is hard, okay? Actually, any language is hard. Communication is hard. It's a miracle we're here today.
Daddy doobie, feather, daddy doobie.
The stream never ends.
So yeah,
That's happy.
Have you been playing Monster Hunter?
Yeah.
I haven't touched it.
I haven't played live though, so that's what today will be. I haven't gotten past like any of the new stuff. I did the pink well, it's not really pink Rathian, it's Apex Rathian.
I haven't done Apex Rathian. Have I? I don't know. Did you do the spider?
Mhm.
Okay. So yeah, you're probably what hunter rank are you?
I have farmed it.
Yeah,
I have every item.
Because your bow, yeah, you also.
I just need my goddamn Magnum Aldo bow upgrade, but I need a.
I am still hunter rank 6.
Oh, I'm 7.
Yeah, I'm still 6. Because I just.
But now it goes up to 999.
Yeah.
I think was.
I just don't care enough to play by myself.
Well.
That's my thing.
We shall play today.
Yeah, I just don't care enough to play by myself. I tried playing it on the way to Florida, and I was like, I just don't care. It's not that fun to me, alone.
Yeah, no, it's for me playing a Monster Hunter alone. Like I played with Isabelle a few times, off stream, but if you play like just with randos, like if you're trying to do anything hub, you're like, yeah, this will go faster if I'm with other people. It's every other hunt is a wipe. And I'm just like, can you not? Can you not? Can you not? Like, I literally watched 3 people die in a row on Magnamalo.
Yeah.
And
I just
like...
yeah, I just do everything alone. Like if I'm doing hub quests, I do them alone.
Yeah. When I'm farming, I try to see if I can get it done quicker. But it doesn't work out. Just to say, it does not work out half the time.
Yeah,
Even for Rachna, and she's not that bad.
Who's that? The spider?
Yeah.
Oh, I bitched the spider. I think I did that on stream. I was just like, all right, like it was a day that we were playing, and I was like, let me just do this spider before I go to bed. And I was like, oh, this shit's easy.
Yeah, she's not that bad. Like she's annoying in a sense, cause.
Is she? I don't know. I can't tell. I play great swords, and a great sword just makes things kind of mundane.
Well, it's mostly just like the way that she. It's hard to reach like her head.
Oh yeah.
That's what I mean by annoying.
I think I just hit her ass half the time, anyways.
Yep. That's really what you gotta do.
That dump truck.
Sometimes her head like comes out for like half a second, and you're like,
hey.
I mean, I couldn't have even hit it if I wanted to. Can't even hit it, dude.
I don't know. For some reason, I like when I paint things like blue.
The different colors are fun. I have... Go to sleep.
I mean, speak for yourself, buddy.
Yeah, I'm not that surprised. Oh, did you?
I didn't mean to. I'm an idiot. I meant to press accept. I was like looking like from the corner of my eye. That's my bad.
Wow.
Sorry.
Now people can't say the word hard.
Or getting head.
Okay, that one makes more sense though. How do you take away? What's the...
I was looking at the corner of my eye. That's why. You have to go to like you have to go to your preferences.
No,
there's like block terms.
Command.
There's block terms.
This is No. No, it's not allow. What could the command be?
You have to go into your actual like dashboard.
That's too much work.
Well, then I guess hard is just gonna be blocked.
Can't use the word hard, guys. I'm sorry. Say hard, someone.
You can use it.
Not me. I can't use it. Then it's not going to show if it works or not.
I just did it. It works fine.
You're a mod.
It still can block me. I still get auto-modded.
Vega, say hard. Zero, say hard. Someone who's not a mod. Talk to me about how hard life is. I think that was funny though. For clarification, for you know.
Yeah, for the YouTube.
Those only watching on YouTube, we're live streaming, and someone, I don't even remember what they said in chat, but Shinra accidentally blocked
the term hard.
The term hard, and we're too lazy to, or I'm too lazy to go in and fix it, because that comes tomorrow, you know, when I don't remember.
Yeah.
When I forget.
After the podcast.
Maybe. Maybe, baby. Mojukashiwa. Hod. Wow. Wow. Can't even get someone to say something. Feels bad. This one I'm gonna actually color a little bit because that's how it'd be when you draw characters. It's hard to tell who they are if you don't give them their colors.
Yeah, I have no idea who that man is.
Oh, there goes my pen. It's okay, you never recognize who I draw. So what's the hardest thing that happened in your life, chat?
Being born. Doonch.
And I want a response in full sentence format. You know, you gotta repeat.
MLA.
He's like, the hardest thing in my life
is...
Let's go back to school, dude.
No, I'd rather not. School is actual pain.
Let's go back to school, fam. That's the hardest thing in my life.
School?
Not showing up to classes. Took a lot of work, if I say so myself. Black cat, black cat. I always wanted my own black cat. Then I got Java.
He's kind of a black cat.
Hmm?
So he's kind of a black cat.
It's still brown. It's like really dark brown around his like face and the tips of his feet and ears. Oh my god, nobody's even trying to say it though. You're not gonna get banned. It's just not gonna let the comment go through. It's like people are afraid to say banned words. There's nothing to fear. Nothing at all. Mic test. Oh, okay. So it's just not showing up. Then you know what? That's probably interesting. Very interesting. Twitch, how could you do this?
Oh god, how do I paint again? It's been so long.
Huh?
So how the fuck do I paint? It's been so long since I've painted something.
That looks good as it is. I mean, obviously it's not done, but like it's a good start.
I'm not gonna match the butt that I painted.
Uh-huh.
That was a good butt.
Mm-hmm.
I will never be able to get that again.
Yeah, you will. You're gonna draw a better butt, even. Book. Oh no.
What happened? What happened, Feather?
Nothing happened.
Oh. You said, oh no, so I was wondering.
Yeah. Nothing to worry about.
Okay, then.
Everything is fine. Blech. Oh, that's interesting.
What?
So, when you didn't let those terms go through,
Uh-huh.
that ban only lasts an hour.
Interesting.
Yeah. Huh.
Alright, well.
Here you go, guys. You can say hard now freely. God, I put some interesting things in here.
Like what? What's an interesting one?
I can't say any of them.
Whoa. Are they bad words, Feather?
Sure. I hope you're doing okay, Zero. Lots of hugs. And don't worry, we appreciate the coming by. At least hard is an accepted word now. Everything's always chaotic here. Shinra's even drawing birds.
I'm not drawing, I'm painting.
The same shit. It's all, to me, everything art is just drawing. Okay, whatever.
That's
how my brain works.
It's coming.
Semi-valid. But I have to use the restroom, but I also think that we've exceeded our topics for the podcast today.
Yes, I think we are.
At that moment of time,
Yes.
we got to talk about Haikyuu and Demon Slayer and gyms and rock climbing and movie theaters and theme parks.
Yeah, it was a fun podcast. Yeah, thank you
Fun
all for
time.
stopping by. You're all beautiful. You all are amazing. See you guys on the
Very
next
much
one.
So. I'm looking forward to it, so I hope you are too.
Wow, that's a good one, Feather.
Is it?
Yeah.
I never know if that's genuine or not.
That was pretty good. But yeah,
Down
thank you for stopping by.
down.
We see you guys on the next one. Just follow the podcast.
Bye-bye.
Just follow the podcast on Twitter, FanServicePod, and yeah, see you guys
Find
later.
us here on YouTube. Bye,
Yeah,
YouTube.
so
Bye,
here.
Twitch.
See you guys later. Peace and love.
Bye.